Okay, have knowledge, have money. I just did a video on bill and bill payments and how that service is actually free inside of QuickBooks. So it made me think about telling the story of a bill versus an expense. They are different when you're booking your information in QuickBooks. Now, a bill is accounts payable. A bill means I need to pay this bill and it's going to show up on my balance sheet, until it's paid. So once you use the bill pay system, then QuickBooks, if you do it inside of QuickBooks with that bill pay system, it's automatically going to take that AP and take it off the balance sheet for you and put it as an expense on the P&L. So what is an expense? An expense and bill, they're both expenses, but when you do a bill, that's what really accounts payable is. And that's a part of accrual accounting. So you might hear people talk about accrual accounting. That's what that means. But when you have an expense means, hey, this has already happened. This is actually an expenditure. So how does that happen? That means if I go to the store, get some gas or whatever I may do, that I've used my debit card or I've used, my debit card, because really that's what I do. If it's going to hit my business account, right? Use my business credit card or debit card, and the transaction is going to come into QuickBooks, and that is going to be automatically done. That's something that has happened. We can think of an expense that's something that has happened in the past. We can think of an accounts payable as something that we need to pay in the future. Okay, so that's a difference, but they both are categorized as expenses. And so what does that look like? I'm going to share my screen real quick, point out what I just said, just to give you a visual of what I'm talking about. So when we are in QuickBooks and we look at expenses, of course, they have an overview of how many expenses you've spent, or how much money has gone out of your business, basically, period. Regardless if it was an accounts payable, which is a bill, and I showed this in a video just a while ago, how you can pay bills for free inside of QuickBooks by going to create a bill. And then you also have expenses. Expenses are things that have already happened. So I didn't put none of these into my system. I guess I went to Nordstrom, whatever I did. I went to Chevron station. This is gas, $77. And I went to Wendy's and got me some fries. I don't know what this expense is, but nevertheless, these are expenses, right? But these are expenditures. These have already happened, right? These are things that have happened. Like I said, think of expenses as past, and then think of bills as future to be paid. Okay, JRambus.com. Have some knowledge about this accounting and have some money that you are going to save in your business. You're going to save time, energy, and money because you're going to understand the language. You're going to understand the terminology, everything about accounting, right? JRambus.com. Sign up for my mailing list because I promise you there will be more information, more free content, courses, and some other things coming at JRambus.com because I'm adamant about getting this knowledge out there. There's just too much. And I see that there's a huge need for it. JRambus.com, sign up to my mailing list, and I will see you on the other side.